Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. But on these streets, love is hard to find. For some, it's a fight just to survive the night. What happens when a city turns its back on its own people? When the dream of survival is crushed by the weight of addiction, violence, and poverty? This is Sharon. She once worked in a hospital, cared for her son, and dreamed of a better future. But now she walks these streets just trying to survive until morning. This is just one story. But there are thousands more, hidden in the shadows of this city, each one fighting a battle we can barely understand. Tonight, we explore the dark truth behind the streets of Philadelphia, because we can no longer afford to look away. There's an unspoken reality here. Every day, thousands of people in this city wake up without a home, without hope. On these streets, every crack in the pavement tells a story of struggle. Every shadow holds a secret. Like many cities in America, Philadelphia is no stranger to homelessness. The numbers have risen steadily over the years, but numbers don't tell the whole story. The real pain is in the faces of people who once had jobs, families, dreams. This is Sharon. A few years ago, she had a job as a nurse's aide. She had a son, a place to live. Then came the hospital layoffs, the eviction notice, the custody battle. Now she walks these streets, holding on to memories of a life that feels like it slipped away in a blink. There's something haunting about this silence. It's not the lack of sound, it's the absence of safety. The streets are unforgiving. For many, the nights are the hardest part. But it's not just homelessness that plagues this city. It's the violence. It's the addiction. It's the feeling of being invisible. Philadelphia has seen a surge in gun violence that rattles even the most hardened neighborhoods. Every year, lives are cut short by bullets. Mothers mourn their sons. Friends lose friends. The pain ripples out into the community, leaving behind scars that never fully heal. And then, there's the epidemic that never seems to go away: drugs. The opioid crisis has torn through Philadelphia like a wildfire. Heroin, fentanyl, pills. They flood these streets, pulling people deeper into a life they never imagined for themselves. It's not just about getting high, it's about escaping. You don't wake up one day and choose this life. It's the pain, the loneliness, the feeling that no one cares if you live or die. You lose yourself, and sometimes you don't find your way back. But for all the darkness, there is still light. There are organizations, shelters, volunteers, people who refuse to let the streets define this city. People who fight every day to bring hope to the hopeless, safety to the vulnerable, and a voice to the voiceless. It's not enough to change everything overnight, but it's a start. And sometimes that's all people need, a small sign that someone somewhere still cares. This is Philadelphia, a city of history, a city of struggle, a city of survival. It's a place where light and darkness coexist, where the fight for hope is never over. The streets tell their stories, but the question is, are we ready to listen? For those who feel lost, for those who struggle, for those who survive, we see you, viewers. The streets may be dark, but remember, hope is never completely lost. Change can happen, one small act at a time, by listening, by caring, and by giving someone a second chance. If we all reach out, maybe one day the city won't be divided by light and shadow, but united by love and humanity. Thank you guys for watching.